So we are heading into the second half of the year, and you are bullish on regional banks. Tell us why now is the time to buy regional banks.
Well, there are a few reasons why I like regional banks. One, they've been a laggard. They've been beaten down for quite some time, and technically, they're starting to come back. We're starting to see the KRE and the BKX, the two indexes that follow regional banks closely, start to come back above its 200-day moving average. So as a technician, that's a barometer of health. And then when you talk about the story of the regional banks, they haven't done anything in a long time, but one thing we're starting to see, one, we're trading at all-time new highs. That's usually very bullish. Two, what's leading us? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, the big banks, the big financials. We just got through the stress test on Friday before we taped this. 22 banks, now are able to, pay more dividend. They basically passed the test that said, in the worst case scenario, do you have enough capital in control to survive these situations, and they did. So this gives them a little more freedom. What could that freedom do? Could actually look to M&A. So we got a little whisper, rumor, not truth, but Bank of New York was talking to Northern Trust of Chicago, a regional bank, about a potential merger. So what I went back and I did is I looked, when's the last time we had a clean merger? And when I say clean, I mean a bank that didn't need to be saved, like when you look at the Signature Bank and the regional banking crisis we had in the early 2020s, or going back to like an old timer like me, the regional banking crisis when we had Lehman and Bear go under and people merge out of necessity. We've only had one, and that was 2019. That was Truist, which was formed by SunTrust and BB&T, and that was a $60 billion deal. And since then, nothing. We didn't have a clean merger since 2006. Ironically, BNY involved in that. They took over Mellon, BNY Mellon, Pittsburgh Bank. So to me, when you talked about this administration coming to power, where there are going to be more M&A activities. Well, where has there been no M&A activity? It's in the regional banks. And then I look at one of the fintechs in the regional banks, Sofi breaking out. So that one looks good technically. The others are just coming back above their 200-day moving average, have room to run to highs, like a PNC and NT bank. So I just am excited about this sector, especially from a risk-reward point of view, because I think the worst is behind them as far as we go. And then what else has happened? Rates. Rates have been stable. Okay, that's great. We may cut rates. That's a good tailwind as well.
Tell us some names, regional bank names that you would buy right now.
All right, PNC Bank, M&T Bank, Sofi, those are my top three. Think about the ballparks, the Comerica's of the world, Truist, where the Braves play. These are solid names, and these are names that I think will continue to do well over the coming term.
Would you buy any of the big banks? Because those are trading at or near all-time highs.
That's what I like to do, is I like to buy the strength. And of course, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they've gone on tremendous runs. Now, here's the thing. You're not going to time them well. I would rather wait for a pullback than the chase of Goldman and JP Morgan after the runs they've had over the last 6 weeks, to end the quarter. And there are levels as a technician where I think any pullback in one of these names is good. But these are great long-term names, and I think that the road for the next 2 years is set for them to continue to be the leaders in this market.